we went to bed late. We had to go down and drop off the car late. James has some issues with anxiety, like really bad issues with anxiety. I am taking this because I am stiff and I have too much calcium in my body. I have too much calcium, become really stiff. Apparently this is good for anxiety as well. Actually, Erin told me that. She takes it for anxiety. Who knew? I don't have issues with anxiety though, but I need to help James with his issues with anxiety. So I need to get this under control for him. So because what he's doing now just obviously doesn't work. So here is something to help him with his brain, some fish oils. It's 1,200 milligrams. This is what I give him. And then I give him a Men's Alive vitamin. You know, just to try and make sure that he's healthy. I know, I'm trying to keep him alive longer. Why? He yells at me every couple of days. I don't know. But, I feel like it's my duty as, like, his partner to, like, make doctor's appointments and make sure he's okay. I kind of want to give him 2 of these. I'll start it off with 1. I take 1 a day in the morning with my vitamins. So, yeah, I'll start off with 1. Because I need him to calm down. Like, everything is such a big deal. It's not. Nothing is a big deal. And again, I don't work outside the home, so he's probably dealing with a lot that I just don't see. It's just driving me crazy. I'm dealing with a lot that he doesn't see. So, let's go and get these. My world where everything is fine is not panning out. So some anxiety medication may help him. He needs some help. I love you. Good morning. How's my baby sleep? I love being home all the time because I get to be here when she wakes up and spend the entire day with her and be here when she falls asleep. I couldn't imagine going out working outside the home. It's why I need to start pumping some magnesium into James and looking up things that are good for anxiety. Maybe some tricks or tips I could teach him or have him magically learn by himself, because it doesn't matter what I do. He's just going to be like, oh, I found this or did this or did that. It's going to be all him. So teach him something, do something with him. I didn't even know he had anxiety until a couple weeks ago. Didn't know it, didn't realize it, should have realized it years ago. Why won't James leave the house with me? Why won't he go out? Because he has anxiety, he can't be around other people. He overthinks every situation, every last one. Overthinks it. And so it stresses him out. So, yeah. And he makes mountains out of molehills. Yesterday he missed a road and he got furious. I'm just like, why are you so upset? You know, you missed the road. Turn around. Who cares? He's like, oh, it's always, you know, nothing when you do something, but it's something when I do something. And I'm just like, okay. That's fine. You know, whatever. But, yeah, it's no big deal. He woke up mad, though. He woke up in a cranky mood. I think it's because he stayed up all night losing all of his dinosaurs. That's what he said. He's like, I stayed up all night playing with Corey. I hate that game. And, you know, I just wanted to play with Corey. And, you know, I lost all my dinosaurs. So he went to bed in a fury. He woke up in a fury. I mean, like, mountains out of molehills again. They're dinosaurs. You don't have to play the game or go find more dinosaurs. Or do something like be outside in the real sunshine and watch the real sunrise and sunsets. Like, hang out with us for a day. Forget about the video games. Who cares about them? They're going to be there in 10 years. My kid's gonna be 10 years old. So, it's funny. He thinks that he could get weird things too. It's just like, okay, well, you go talk and do whatever you want with whoever you want, I guess. I don't know. I can't control what he does with his body. I don't want to hear him talk, oh, puppy and more babies. No, you're abusive over so many days. I can't do this. I can't do this. You ruined my experience with her. And I can't do it again with him. If I could keep myself healthy and active when my daughter's 18, maybe I could choose a different partner. You know? I don't know. Or maybe I could just start working again when she's older and do things differently, a lot differently with my life. You know, this is just a chapter. You're in an ever-flowing, ever-transitioning life, and it just keeps moving on and on. Don't get stuck. Don't get mentally stuck where you are right now. It doesn't matter where you are right now. Things could always be different in the future. They could be better, they could be worse, and always think about other people. Other people have it so much worse than you. That's what I always say to myself. I've said that my entire life. Other people have it so much worse than I could possibly imagine. If I were to go to Africa, my little, like, tribulations or whatever they're called. I can't think of the word right now. Like, I don't know. My little life here. You know, if I were to go to another country, like if I were to live in Haiti or something, or in Africa, or, even anywhere, anything. Could be a lot worse. I could be starving every day. I have food every day to eat. I have a roof over my head. I have a car that I get to drive. I get a baby that I get to take care of. Like, I have such a good life in so many facets, in so many ways. I have such a good life. I just need to learn to not say anything around him and only say things that he agrees with, I guess. But that's really hard to do, especially when we don't agree. It's like, James, you're wrong. This is my viewpoint. He's like, well, this is the facts. You live with your facts, buddy. No one cares. That's the thing. No one cares. And that's why he's upset, because no one cares. He presents his facts as facts, and everyone tells him that it doesn't matter. He gets the same feedback from me that he gets from Facebook. So, I don't know. But, just like my daughter's doctor's appointment today, he thinks I shouldn't be taking my daughter to her doctor's appointment. And I will continue taking her to the doctor's appointments. And I'm going to take her to an allergist. Even though James doesn't believe in allergies. My daughter has allergies to things. And we'll work them out. We'll figure them out. But yeah. Today is going to be hopefully a really good day. We'll see what we see when we get there. So, we're going to eat here, and then we're going to run down to the doctor's appointment. That's really what we're doing today. I'm waiting for my daughter to really wake up. So, and I might even, I need to look for that book that I have with all the home remedies in it. The book I was writing a long time ago. I did finish, like, the first section of it. So I need to look for it and see what I have for anxiety. See, maybe what else I could get him from the shops. And just, give it to him. Be like, here, you have to take this. Like, the herbs. He'll take them. Why not? I need him to calm down. Maybe he'll go places with us. If I can get rid of the anxiety, maybe our relationship will become a lot better if I can get rid of it. I don't know. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Good morning. You want something to eat? Are you hungry?
No.
You're not hungry yet? I love you. What? You want more? Yeah. Because I love my baby. I love my baby so much that I'm willing to try and do every possible thing I can except for sacrifice all my time again. I can't do that again. You know, I gave him as much time as I possibly could. I played all those video games with him. I did everything that he wanted to do for a number of years. And it works. It works wonderfully well. You know, hang out with him while he's in the shower and talk to him about his work day and play video games with him and, you know, try and run through dungeons with him. And, you know, it works because I'm doing whatever he likes to do. You know, heal him through all the games. But the thing is, though, I don't enjoy video games. So I was doing it to hang out with him. And I thought that he'd reciprocate by being like, wow, she gave me all this time. She cooked all these meals and cleaned my house amazingly well. And instead I just get no credit again. I get no credit. Just like when I was bringing him to and from school when he didn't have a car and letting him borrow my car and walking down from my job to his school because they weren't that far away. And falling asleep at the tables while he did his senior projects. He doesn't remember any of it. None of it. I get no credit. You know, I paid for his housing. I paid for all of his stuff. Made sure he had all the food that he wanted. Coffee and like certain things that he liked. Because, oh, he was working so hard at school. Sacrificing the money that I was making from my jobs to give to him. When I could have really, in all seriousness, not had a few of my jobs. Worked a little less and played a little bit more and not struggled as much if I wasn't with him. Instead, I was like, oh, I'll help him graduate and then everything will be perfect. Because then he'll be nicer once he graduates because he'll calm down and he'll have less stress and all this fantasy stuff. And then I was like, oh, well, once he gets a job and because he used to take my card and like buy things, like it was his money, but it wasn't, it was mine. He used to tell people that my apartment was his. Sometimes. And then he'd be like, oh, you know, but it's her apartment. And then, I remember the one time we went down to Allison's house, I dropped him off. And I was going down to a party. Like, it was just like a Memorial Day party or whatever. And then, you know, he was going down to that one, I was going down to a different one. I had work, you know, in a few hours. I went down to pick him up. And Allison's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, she's like, what, you afraid to leave him overnight? I'm like, I didn't explain it. I'm like, I said, that's my car right there. You know, what do you think I'm doing here? I'm picking him up. You know, and then we still helped with the picnic tables and stuff. And really, I had to go. I ran late to work. You know. But, it doesn't matter. Try to be a good person. You try to be nice. You try to, like... that's why I get stepped on the lot, though. You try to be overly nice to everyone. But, you know, it's just what it is. It's no big deal. I couldn't believe that reaction. Oh, what, you're afraid to leave? No. I know everything about everything. James has told me everything about everything. And no, I'm not afraid to leave him here overnight. Trust me. But, yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, I just need to be able to manage his anxiety, I think. Help him with him managing his own anxiety. You know, he thinks it's my job to make him happy. I can't make him happy. He has to go to bed every night on time. He has to wake up every day at the same time every day. He has to, you know, go outside in the sunlight. He has to not sit in 1 square foot of the house all the time playing these dumb games. You know, he has to do things to make himself happy. Maybe going places with us and participating in our family, you know, might make him happy. Instead of, you know, oh, I did this yesterday and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you did. Congratulations. You finally helped out a little bit. Continue helping out instead of being mad about it, you know? Said he was furious about it. No, we helped out for a day. For 2 hours. Yeah, you did. Oh well, I don't know. I can't change it. I don't think I've been trying to change him at all in our relationship. Like, my thing has always been, well, you are you, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do. I can't control what you do. You know, there's so much control in our society, and there's so much control in everyone and everything. People try to control other people, and I hate that. I don't want to be controlled by anyone. I don't like it. I don't play those games. So I don't try and control, like, anyone else, you know? Maybe my child a little bit, you know? But that's because she's my child, and she's still young, and she doesn't know right from wrong yet, you know? She does. But she doesn't know that she's going to get hit by a car if she runs out, like, you know, to control where she goes a little bit and what she does a little bit. And I still try to let her have a lot of freedom too. And, you know, that is what it is. Anyway, I need to get my child up because I need to feed her. And we need to get going. I need to pack the car. We gotta go. I love my baby so much. So much. I'm gonna look up things for anxiety, actually. That's what I'm gonna do.
My squish.
My squish.
Oh, you're a squish.
Careful. Don't fall over. Give me kisses. Oh, there he's running. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you diving over there to give Squish some pettings?
Yeah. Squish. Hey.
Ouch. Okay. I'm gonna get kicked in the face here. What are you doing? You're swinging? You're gonna get down and pet Squish, okay? Careful, don't fall. That was pretty
Yeah,
for Mama.
Papa ruined my video. It's all good.
Mama's probably not even gonna cut that one out.
Probably not.
So you can cut out when she farts.
I fart.
You farted with your face.
Yeah.
It's like you were pooping with your mouth, right? You pooped.
No.
No. I need to eat the baby. Eat the baby.
I'm gonna brush your hair.
You gonna brush my hair? Okay, go ahead. You got it backwards. You gotta get the brush part. There you go. There you go. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, thank you. So you get good at this.
I'm tying their hair.
You're tying my hair in a knot. Am I pretty yet?
You're a girl.
I'm a girl. Am I
Yeah.
pretty? Thank you. I think you're the prettiest girl. Oh, my baby's brushing my hair.
Okay, brush my hair.
I'm gonna brush my hair too.
Oh,
Let me take the hair tie out.
there you go. You might be stuck there, honey.
She'll get it.
Mama has very long hair. Watch, take your hand. Okay. Mama has long hair, so you have to do long hair special.
You're supposed to hold it actually and brush it.
Well, that's what I can't. She's a baby. I can't show her how to do it that way because she's gonna pull your hair. See? Go ahead, honey.
Yeah, let me sit on the floor so I'm lower, okay?
Yeah. Mama's gonna sit so you can brush her hair. Go ahead.
Come here, you can brush my hair. Here,
To
I
your-
sat down.
to
sat
your
down
level.
lower.
Don't go
You want
down.
me to sit up and like
Yeah, I think she does.
So I can wash your hair.
Okay, I'll sit here so you can brush my hair. That's perfect. Good job, baby.
And I don't get no pressure.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you, sweetie.
The best thing you can do for hair is brush it. That's how it gets healthy.
Yes, indeed.
Brush it from the scalp on down. It's even better than washing it.
Well, I don't know about that. My sweet little angel. It's funny how my phone, my thing keeps disappearing. Alright, Papa's gonna check on his work.
Alright, Karina, we need you to eat, baby. You gotta go. What do you want? I'll give you your vitamin. Karina, what do you want to wear? You gonna take your vitamin?
Hold this one so I can take my vitamin.
Okay. Let me get it for you. Whoops, I'll get that. Here you go. Focus on this.
Oh, by the way.
What do you want? What do you? What kind of video game's in? You want the video game?
Resigned? No, it was new.
Oh, okay. Here's Sean Spicer.
White House press secretary.
Oh,
The one that Melissa McCarthy was doing the impression of.
I don't know who that is either.
Saturday Night Live lady.
Oh, okay. Karina, do you want to wear this shirt or this shirt, baby? No. Oh, they're recording everybody. What can you have? You can have a car. Alright, so today is the day. Today is the day of the dermatology appointment. It's going to go well, I hope. I really hope that she was allowed to eat before the appointment. They didn't tell me anything about eating, but I did feed her. So hopefully everything goes. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if I need a second dermatology appointment, I guess I'll get a second one. Which would suck though because of where it's at and how much money it takes to go there. But yeah, I didn't buy anything yet for like grocery wise or anything else like that. I just saved the money for this appointment. And then after this appointment, I'll go down and get the dirt and good baby. Do stuff like that. So honestly, I'm just grateful that James is now better with me feeding my child. He understands it after a year. Like he really got like, oh, you know, this is actually what's going to be happening for a long time. And he got like really understanding of nursing and stuff like that. So he
Continue straight.
You shouldn't do that here, you shouldn't do that there, to like shutting his mouth after we looked up the laws. And I was like, I don't have to wear a shirt, you know? Don't know what you think, but you can't control what I do, and this isn't something shameful. I'm going to feed my daughter. You know, like he used to drive me nuts. Like we went to a Thanksgiving thing, Karina's first Thanksgiving, my first Thanksgiving with her, and I was stuck in the office, had some not so good food, and, you know, nursing my baby who had a fever. They didn't care about my daughter's fever. They didn't give a shit less about Karina or I being there. They only cared about James, and they wanted to treat my daughter like a toy. My daughter is a human being. She is not a toy. You know, she has every right when she is born that everyone else has, and I am her advocate. You know, so, like, you know, she's owner of her body. I am supervisor of her body. I am her advocate in every way possible. James should have been the same way. Nope, James cared nothing about himself like the first year. He didn't get it. I don't know if he gets it yet or not, but he was just selfish. And I didn't understand, and I was like, oh, well, he had PPD, he had to have postpartum depression, because he kept talking about, oh, the way our life used to be. We can't go back, we have to keep going forward and forward and forward and forward, you know, until our daughter's 18. Once our daughter's 18, you're going to have so much time on your hands, and, you know, you're going to have to find new activities and different things to do, like, you know, find new hobbies, find new things to do. But, like, right now, when my child is small, like, my job is to take her wherever she wants to go and do whatever she wants to do. You know, that's my job. And, yeah, I guess it includes cooking and cleaning too, but if I'm feeding my daughter full meals every single day, my job is done, you know. And, you know, my house isn't perfect, but, I mean, it's not a disaster either. Like, it's not that much of a, disaster. My daughter's room is clean, the living room is pretty clean. I need to still work on the kitchen. The kitchen needs to become clean. But, I mean, like, James keeps taking cups out of the thing, and he doesn't wash anything. He thinks it's unfair to have to wash dishes. Like, it's just hard. So, I don't know. But if I could be more understanding and more loving towards him and just even more quiet, you know, I could probably make this work for longer, because something has to give, you know, it has to work. I kind of don't want to be behind this truck. I like the truck for the wind resistance, I do, but I want to be able to see around me too. So, yeah, that's my goal right now. Be more loving, be more understanding, try to do better communication skills. You know, like yesterday when he couldn't hear me and he got upset because he couldn't hear me, he thought I was ignoring him, so he lost his cool. I think he got ignored a lot last night, honestly, and then he thought I was ignoring him today, or yesterday morning, or like it was actually evening when he woke up, yesterday evening when he woke up, and so I guess he just couldn't take it, you know. He's like, oh, another person ignoring me, blah, 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 you know. Man, it sucks. It sucks sometimes, you know, because I am such a live and let live person, like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, everything is whatever, everything's good, be content with what you have, you know, and he is such a different type of human being, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, I don't have to worry about it. All I have to worry about today is getting my daughter's dermatology appointment done. We're gonna go down and go see the doctor, and it's gonna be good. So, looks like it's gonna rain. They're probably gonna cancel. There's so many activities on the board today to choose from. I think they're gonna cancel a lot though because of the rain, and that would be a good thing because a lot of things would be rescheduled. I need to call and see if they're gonna reschedule the magician for the night onto another night, and the party might be rescheduled too in the park. So that'd be good. I don't know if they reschedule things there or if they just cancel them out, like if they don't go on. So I have to call and find out. I have a lot of driving to do. I got no radio. My baby's resting now, so that's good. It is such a beautiful day. Honestly, this was one of my favorite parts about driving into work every day and just driving around in general is the clouds and the trees, you know. So pretty out. It's always so beautiful out. And sometimes I'm just like, wow, James is really missing out. Because, like, he sees it in the video games, he's like, wow, look at those pixels. But it's like, man, wow, look at the side, you know? I am pretty sure that my baby is asleep. Looks like she's sleeping. So that's a good thing. Let her rest. She's probably really tired. We went to bed much later than what we normally do, like, for her. So, because we had to go drop off that car last night. Is she sleeping? Oh, no, you're not sleeping. You're just really quiet. Do you want your piano book? Oh, sorry. My baby's just enjoying her scenery going on around her. She's like, Mama, I'm loud. And then she goes, Mama, I'm quiet. She's such a good baby. Really did get like the best baby I could have ever asked for. Like the best one. She's such an awesome kid. It sucks because like I do want to have more kids, you know, like I wanted to have 6 kids actually, but well, to 10. I wanted to have 6 to 10 kids, but like I didn't start early enough, and after like the first experience of it, like pregnancy, amazing. Giving birth, amazing. You know, it's not that difficult to give birth if you go along with your child's rhythms. Like if you're completely ripe and you're ready to give birth, it's really not hard at all. You know, the ring of fire is hard. That's like the hardest part of it, when your child starts to crown and it starts to burn. That's it. The contractions really are not that bad. Like when people go, oh, the contractions. No. Unless you...
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Medication for your periods and you're not going through like your cramps and stuff, then yeah, contractions are horrible, I guess. But really, it's like a bad period. That's all it is. It's not bad at all. So...
Turn right.
Gonna be so much fun.
Continue straight.
That's a nice little playhouse for the kids right there. And I guess my baby's still awake. Next year's gardens are gonna be so much better if we're still there. If you and I are still there. You know, they really are. They're gonna be like amazing because I'm gonna have the plots in, and you know, I just have to plant everything next year. I'm going to put down leaves over the beds for the winter, and I'm going to rake the leaves off in the spring. And then plant more stuff. I guess before spring. I'm going to do winter greens in the front next year instead of the back. Birds eat everything. The one time I was rolling through the stop sign and I got a ticket. I was looking for my wallet. I didn't stop completely. I was like headed home from work and I couldn't find my wallet, and I'm like, oh, I lost it. And so like the cop was like on a bike and stopped me. I was like, oh, I'm just looking for my wallet. She was like, you kind of rolled through it, you didn't completely stop. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I did, you know. And I did. I paid the ticket and like whatever. But my own fault. So it's funny, I didn't have anything to really give her either. She looked me up. She's like, you have to change your address to out here. She's like, this is much different than what you're probably where you're from or what you're used to. And I'm like, oh, not really, but okay. I did though. I got in trouble. I should have gotten in trouble. I should have been rolling through the stop sign even though it was 4 o'clock in the morning and there's no one on the road, you know. Should have gotten in trouble, and I did get in trouble, and, you know, it was a good learning lesson not to do that. Even though I looked.
In 800 feet, turn left.
I did look. You know, I just didn't stop completely. So, you know, I used to live here, actually. See, that's where we used to live on the right there. You want to do it sunny all day? It is sunny all day, don't you see? The beautiful weather all around us. It is sunny all day, won't you be with me? On a new adventure time. Let's go out and play about. Let's go out and see what we can see. Oh, it's sunny all day. It's sunny all day. It's time to play. What other song you want? What? Let's say goodnight to the moon. Hello to the sun. A new day has begun. Let's get up real early and stretch our arms. No? What song you want? What? I can't hear you. To speak louder. You don't want to speak any louder than that? Clicking your tongue. Clicking your tongue. I really hope we find easy parking. That would be like the best thing ever. Easy peasy. We'll see how you feel after the appointment, okay? If you want to go out after the appointment, I will take you wherever, Karina, wherever you want to go, okay? We could go out to eat, we could go to the splash pad, we could do whatever you want today, okay? No, we're not doing that. But, any place you want to go out specifically, we could go out specifically too. We're not going to anyone's houses today. So, yeah, I will take you wherever you want to go. What song?
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. My baby says no, 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 no. All day long. No to this and no to that. She says no songs. Oh, no, not that. She goes, don't touch me. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no.
Turn right.
She says no all day long. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I can make a song.
Continue straight.
Anything you want to sing, I can make a song for you. Oh, it's true. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Up, you're under a bridge. What do you think? Lots of stuff going on around you, baby. What do you want? Come here. Look, did you see it? Well, I got that for later for you. Look. Karina, look. Want to step on it? Look. Whoa. You want to feel it with your hands? Let's see what it feels like. Look at all that liquid in there. Look at that, baby. It shows the pressure. We're the only ones in section C. Baby, did you see the flowers? Look at that. Look at this.
It's hot.
Is it? It looks like it's hot. It's not real. Oh, there's a green one. Look at this. Oh, look at all these trees and the lilacs. This is so pretty. It's a three-dimensional. See, I can move this way to this way. I love it. Look at this. Look at the yellow and the green. Boo, 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 boo. I wish that these were a little bit more like mobile with it, with the liquid. We're here. We're coming. Let's go, baby. Alright, look at this mule behind me. So we are waiting for the doctor. I need to get her changed, but we're taking a little bit of a break from life right now. We'll let her nurse for a little bit and relax. Look at those panda bears. Karina, did you see the panda bears? You're like, Mama, I don't care about anything right now. So the nurse took a nice look at you, and he did a really good job. And now the doctor is going to take a look at you, okay? Was that okay? That was okay, right? That was an okay experience. It wasn't too bad.
Is that the card on your website?
Yep, and then a tracker on my right. See, they gave us a tracker. See, so we don't get lost, and they know exactly where we are at all points in times in their hospital, because we're visitors, so we got to be careful. Right? We got to follow all the rules. Right? Oh, beautiful baby.
The doctor is gonna come in look at me.
Yeah, the doctor's gonna come in and take a nice look at you, just like the guy did, okay?
He did it one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Oh, you're so perfect. Look at you. Did you look at the panda bears?
Yeah.
Did you look at them? Did you see them?
That's a mama one.
Yeah, the mama with her baby cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, isn't that sweet? You know how much Mama loves you?
They're sitting on the grass.
Yeah, they're resting on the grass. Look at them. Look at their little toesies. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I bet you their feet are adorable. I love feet. I think feet are adorable. My baby's feet are the cutest, so.
They
I
are
love
sitting
animals'
on
feet.
the grass.
They are. Look at they're on an old glass. Look at them. There's the mama and maybe the papa, and then the two babies. They're so happy. Do you like your jammy? Your jammy outfit? Look at that.
What's the baby is doing?
The baby's crying. You hear the baby crying next door? They're here just like you. Yeah, they're doing a good job too. The mama's taking as good of care of that baby as she can. Right? The baby's crying. Mom will take good care of her or him. Just like Mama's gonna take good care of you. Mom always takes good care of you, right?
I cry sometimes when we leave.
Yes, you do. You do cry sometimes when we leave. That's okay. That's what babies do. That's perfect. And a Band-Aid on you. So my child has a Spitz nevus. No big deal. And we're going to take care of it today. Boo. Which is why I haven't really been talking about it because I didn't know what it was. You okay? Look. See? It's okay. Want to bounce the ball around? You gonna catch it? We got our turkey hand. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. He's Humpty Dumpty. Look at the egg. He's so fragile. So it's fall prevention tips. So we don't let children on counters, tables, rolling stools, or windowsills. Don't leave them unattended, right? Do not leave children unattended. And partner with us to prevent falls by identifying those children who may be at risk for falling. Basically, any child under the age of, like, everyone falls. So, look at Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could have put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty is happy because he's not falling down, is he? No, he's not. He is perfect.
He is not the mama.
No, he's not the mama, he's the baby. He's the baby. I really like their design. They have this all over the place, the little hands.
Floor 3, going down.
I like it. There we go. Looking for the car. What do you think about where you're at? Isn't it pretty big? We're just going to get our parking validated and then go back down to the car. We're all done. How you feeling? What do you think? Yeah. Okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? Alright, we're gonna go eat, okay? She has a banana and a piece of orange and we're all ready to go. She got her Band-Aid on. She'll keep it on until tomorrow. And we're gonna take a nice long bath to get that off, okay? It will all be okay, and hopefully we don't need another doctor's appointment for this. We're gonna make an appointment with your primary doctor and get the stitches taken out, and that's it. We're all done. All right, this was an okay experience, right? Look at those tears, though. You're okay. Everything is fine. Mama will always take good care of you as long as I exist. I promise you. She did so good. She did so good. She laid still for us. She ate. She did so good. They were like, oh, you're not allowed to nurse her. And I'm like, we'll see how it goes. Okay. But, I mean, I was already nursing her, and they just did it, and it was done. So, you know. A little bit of crying, but she stayed still the entire time. Did a good job. Are you ready to go? I would never know this was happening without being... I have an electrical issue somewhere in my car, it seems like. That's weird. I guess it stopped. Because, like, during the daylight hours, you can't see stuff like that happening. You know. Oh, there it goes. Nope. Yeah, I guess I have some sort of electrical something or another going on. I guess that makes sense because this doesn't work down here. So, that's okay. So it's a beautiful day to be here. You know. But I'm glad to be going home. Alright, so I hope I make it to like my next location. Look at the water. I've always loved it out here because of like the water and like how intricate it is and the buildings, but I've never want to live up here. But yeah, we're gonna go to eat, and then we're gonna go home, and we're gonna have a good rest of their day. Karina did really, really good. The lady was like, you're not allowed to nurse her while we're doing the procedure because they were afraid that she might choke. And I'm like, I nursed her throughout all of her vaccinations and stuff. You know, like I honestly couldn't imagine her doing it without being nursed because, you know, she hasn't ever done it without being nursed. Just like distract her and feed her and keep her occupied. So they turned on the TV on to Nick Jr. It had like Goldilocks on it. And the Three Bears, like that TV show. We've never seen it before. I'm like, oh, okay, good. We've never seen this before. We don't watch this. And the lady's like, oh, good. It'll be a good distraction then, because she's never seen it. You know? So I'm like, yeah. And so that's really good. And so they had on the TV show, and then they started ripping off the Band-Aid. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, yeah, see, your mama predicted that this was going to be, you know, the worst part of it. And it was. And so as they started pulling on her skin, I started nursing her. And then they let me continue nursing her throughout the procedure instead of making me stop her. Like,
in 800 feet,
you know,
turn right onto the ramp.
There to comfort her, but she cried a little bit, and
turn right onto the ramp. Then keep left at the fork.
And so that was.
Continue straight.
And.
In 500 feet, keep left at the fork.
Okay. So,
keep left at the fork.
Yeah, she did really, really
Continue
well.
Straight.
And she held still for them. It was the two doctors that did it. And
continue straight.
This little hole puncher type of thing, and they took it out of her skin. They're gonna get it biopsied, and we'll hear back in 2 weeks. The doctor is, 95% sure it's completely fine, and we're gonna just make sure of that, going forward. And you only ever get one of these in your lifetime, so normally you get it between 0 and 5. You get it as a preschooler or like a kindergartner, She happened to get hers at 5 or 6 months old, and the way I described it, she said the way I described it is like the perfect evolution of how this happens. And she's like, the way you described it is perfectly how it evolves, and what it does. So it starts off as like a tiny little speck, shows up on your skin, and then, it gets bigger and bigger. And you have to take it out, and that's it. They just take it out and they make sure it's okay. They make sure they get the entire thing out of it. And she did really, really good. My baby's actually tired. She's in the back seat. She's sleeping, and that's like the best thing for her right now. She needs some sleep. So, and we're probably gonna stay in the house tonight, and then we're probably gonna stay in the house tomorrow, and just relax. I'm really hoping that I run into Eva, because I have a bunch of clothes for Adric that I found yesterday for him. So, just like, here you go, Eva, I got all this stuff for you. So I should probably call her and see if she's going to be going out to eat too, because that's where we are headed. I hope that we make it. The thing with this road is it's usually jammed coming in. It's jammed a little bit coming back out.
down to the zoo. And it was like one of the things like, oh, I hate going into the city because, you know, it's always stuck in traffic. And I would never park in the city because you always get tickets. Like, if you don't park in a parking garage, you will get a ticket. It doesn't matter how well you think you park. There's like 5 postings everywhere. You're not going to get away with not getting a ticket. So, like, I just got sick of getting tickets. I'm like, I'm never driving in the city again. And Sheila was like, oh, I know you're afraid to go into the city, but I'm like, no, I'm not really afraid to. I'm afraid to get tickets. Like, you know, like, I used to go out there by myself, just like hop the train and go out and see the museums and stuff. And my roommates at the time in the dorm were just like, wow, you go out there by yourself? Like, I'm like, yeah, there's no reason not to, you know? Does this ever happen to anyone? Like, you put in the directions, you say no toll roads, and your GPS insists on taking you to, like, a toll road, and you're like, I have no money on me, why are you doing this? So it's like, oh, well, I kind of know where I am, I'm going to get off here, instead of going on the turnpike, and I'm going to go the way that I know, instead of listening to the GPS, but then I don't know what time I'm going to exactly get there. It's like,
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the ramp.
no one's turning right onto any ramp.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
I hate the GPS sometimes, because it's like, this is what I told you, this is what I want from you, and it's just like, I'm going to take you to pay money. I don't pay money for anything. Okay, GPS, I'm not paying money to get to where I'm going. I don't have to. So, yeah, we're going to go up and swing around this way. So, and I am pretty sure that my baby doll is asleep. Pretty sure of it. So, I'm glad that she's sleeping. She needs some sleep. She needs to rest and get some rest. I don't think we're going to make it to where we're going, honestly. I think we're going to get stuck. James was like, I wonder how much this is going to cost us. And I'm like, it doesn't matter how much it costs us. It's my child's health, you know? So, like, he was kind of bummed that he couldn't be there because, you know, he has to work and stuff. But, you know, like, he didn't care about not being there until, like, he realized that, you know, they had to take it out and then she got some stitches. And he was like, oh, you know, I wasn't there for her first stitches. And I'm like, it's probably going to be, like, her first and last stitches, I hope. You know, and then he's like, I wonder how much this is going to cost us. Like, automatically worried about the money. It's like, we'll pay it, well, whatever, it'll be fine. And, like, the car is going to cost us $804 just for the Freon, and there's something wrong with it. The air compressor is broken, so they need to put a new air compressor in it, and he's not going to get it back until tomorrow or the next day. I think I told James that already. I'm like, did I call him and tell him? I think I did. And so, yeah, James isn't going to have a car to go into work tomorrow, so he's going to take my car. But we're going to stay home and do some story time, lots and lots of story time, and I'm like, by Wednesday, though, I need the car. I'm taking her down to see Pinocchio. So I don't really mind about missing. Like, there were a lot of activities today. There were so many activities today. There is so many activities on Wednesday going on with science tellers and this and that. There's so much going on. And I'm just going to keep her in skirts and, you know, give her Neosporin on it a lot, so this way when they take out the stitches, it's just going to be bada bing, bada boom, like no crusty stuff on it or nothing. So she did really, really good though. I am so proud of my baby. I am so, so proud of her. She did so, so good. And the ladies who are working with us did really, really good as well. So I'm happy, really happy. They did great. And I did all the right steps, they said. They're like, oh yeah, you did everything perfectly. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. If your kid gets something like this on their skin, you take them to the dermatologist, and then you get a recommendation, and then you go and you get it removed. So, yeah, if your kids ever have, like, moles that are just, like, growing on their skin, like, rapidly, go and get them taken out, make sure that they're fine, you know. So, it's a good thing. So these are the clothes that I found yesterday for Adric. These are nice clothes. Like, they are nice clothes. I'm actually going to keep that one for Karina. I think this one and this one is her little boys. Maybe this one too. Oh, I think I messed up the pile a little bit. That's okay. So yeah, like, these are like 10-12s. Adric's in the 7-8 right now, so he's going to be going right into 10-12 soon. And look at all these clothes. Like, boom. We found these for free last night. Yeah, they're a little wet. They need to be washed, but, I mean, they were washed and folded. It's just it rained. So, you know, they're going to be washed again. And bada bing, bada boom. Brand new clothes for Adric. So, nice. Nice stuff. My little girl is eating some Fruit Loops. And I'm waiting for Eva. So James is angry at me because I'm not gonna just go home and sit at home with him. I offered to bring him out to see the juggler / magician, and he doesn't want to do that. So he's like, that's awful. He just wants the car so he could go out with his friends. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. I'm like, don't you want to go out to see the juggler / magician? We have a small child who's gonna love it. And he got really angry with me. And then I asked him if he wanted to take another magnesium pill. Maybe it'll calm him down. And he got angry at me. And then he said he's just going to go to sleep. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe he needs some sleep. I think it's a really good idea. And he got angry at me. So there's that. And he's like, you're not listening to me. I'm angry because I can't go anywhere and I'm stuck at the house. And you're never home. And, you know, you offer to go gay places. We have a 2-year-old. So it's all good. You like the goldfish? My baby's first time having goldfish. You like them? And her first time having Fruit Loops, too. Eva's gonna be meeting us back here soon.
So no matter how I balance it, I have to watch the top of the grip.
You're standing. Don't fall down that hill.
Try a hard one here, but I'm going to help you with it. What grade are you going to next year? 4th. And this is a hard one. A round ball on a rounded broom.
Eva, there's grapes and things.
Just grab the broom with both hands. Keep your eye on the ball. Tilt it this way a little bit because of the wind.
What is it?
Perfect. Right there, Jenna.
It's a rubber band. Watch the magic show, baby.
You're going to waste your time in school. You should be in show business, huh? Look at that. She did great, didn't she, guys? Huh? She did super. Now, Jenny, you stay here. Get this straight, I hope. And we're going to go to a harder one, but I'm going to do this one, and you're going to help me. Hang on to that. Jenna, I'm going to try to balance 8 boxes at one time, starting with just 7. And this is a difficult trick. And Jenna, if I drop these tonight, it's because of the wind, really windy, isn't it? Say yes, you're my helper. Now, Jenna, I got 7 here. Now, Jenna, I always wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, but my parents wanted me to be a juggler. So there I am. Okay, I'll take that in this hand. I'm going to give it a try. All 8 boxes at one time on my chin.
Ooh.
That's all, folks. Well, thank you. Hey, you're very kind. Appreciate it out there. Jenna, help me out. Just grab those by the bottom. Be real careful. Set them back there for me, okay? Now, boy, you can't get good help around here, can you? Jenna, help me out. Just grab those. 1 or 2. That's good. Just throw them under the table. I'll get them later. But you're going to do the big finish. You stay there. And back out in the middle. With your right hand up near the top, you hold that like that. Good. And I'm going to bend your left arm right where it bends, right there. And you need a big smile because you're in show business. And we'll get you. Yo, you got the smile, huh? Now I'll do this part for you, Jenna. You don't have to do anything. But I'll try to give you a good spin
Hi,
here.
baby. Come back and sit down.
Jenna, big smile.
Look, watch.
Can you...
Karina, don't step on
balance
Erin.
one foot. Want to try to go up? Look at that, folks. Wow. Take it down, Jenna. Big down.
Woo!
Jenna, nice job, honey. There's some touches. Hey, good job. You know, yeah, juggling's tiring. What color is that? Red. Good. That brings my faith back in public schools. I used to be a teacher. Any teachers out there? Hey, good.
Homeschool teacher.
I got into it for the
You're a homeschool teacher.
Now, it's a shame. Everybody's knocking the education system today. I think that's a shame from an old teacher's point of view. I think it's gooder than ever. Anyway, hey, a red silk series of cylinders. They're empty. They're designed to fit over top of each other. There's a red one and a clear one. Nothing tricky. I'm just going to take the red silk, put it down into the clear cylinder like that, replace those exactly as I had them, just like that. Now what I'd like to do here tonight is take my magic wand, passing it over the... You don't think that's magical, do you? Sure it is. Let's prove it. I'm sure it's magical. It's a spoon. Okay. Hey, I'll take the spoon, passing it over the cylinder, saying the magic words. What's the magic words? Grab a tarantula. Have a banana. Oh, hey, abracadabra. That's right. Okay. And adults have magic words too. MasterCard and Visa. Not too magical anymore, right? Hey, what color was that again? Red. I'm going to turn that into a nice, wow, this is better than I thought. Into all of these, how do they all fit in there? Into all of those, how about that? That's one of my favorite tricks. Thank you. Thank you, appreciate that. And of course the original red one is gone. Can you see it down in there?
No.
No, and I can see down in there, it's not in there.
Karina,
Sit. You think it might be underneath here, huh? No, you're wrong. Look at that. Not under there at all. Okay, then you want me to take it off, huh? Hey, the guy works all over the place to expect a miracle. Whoa. Wow. Hey, I have no idea where they came from, but since I have all these, there's no way of juggling four. You can manipulate four like this, but you can't really juggle four, but ooh, hey, yeah, you can. Wow. Stopping is a problem. How about that? Let's hear it for the balls, everybody.
woo!
Hey, thanks. Well, neat to be here. And I'm going to do one of the hardest tricks I do. I use a hard ball for this. It's called a pool ball, or billiard ball. They're hard and heavy, and whoa, you really want to... Let's do it one more time. Okay.
Yay!
Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Wow, you're very kind. You know, juggling's physical. So I'm going to take a quick breather here with an old rope trick called Professor's Nightmare. But boys and girls especially,
Yeah, I gave her
everything I
crackers.
do, I try to do differently than other people. Try
Yeah.
to be original, creative.
Got them yesterday.
But the original
From the
version
store.
went like this. You had a little rope, medium-sized rope, big long rope, different sizes. And
No,
you
I
just
mean,
line
they're
them
in the
up
pantry.
end to end. I put my little end right there, medium end up next to the little end, big long end up next to the medium end. I take my 3 ends on that side, 3 ends on that side, and I pull and stretch. Look at that, you end up with 3 ropes the same size. Now, magicians would put them away at that point. Sometimes they get a little round of applause. Not from this group, holy cow. Now, but remember, I said, everything I do, I do differently. So I better have a good ending. I thought, wouldn't it be neat to do Professor's Nightmare? Have the 3 different size ropes, turn them into 3 ropes the same size, would show you really just started with 1 rope. I thought that would be a good version. Anyway, well, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to do we're going to speed it up here a little bit because we're not, we're thinking here a little bit. I'm going to do some more participation here right now, and I need a helper. We're going to do a couple close-up tricks. And,
You like them?
Did you want to help me out?
Have some more.
Okay, sure. Come up. Take your time. Watch your step there. And we'll do a couple close-up tricks. And
Oh, I found a lot at one.
That's okay. Put it on the ground. There you go.
Mermaid, huh? What's your name?
The ants will eat it.
Maddie, pretty name. Maddie, I have what's called a chain for some. People put coins and things in there. Mine's empty, Maddie, so you hold that
Give
for
that to
me.
me.
And I have a blue silk, and of course, nothing in the hand. Now, Maddie, I'm going to take the blue silk. I'm going to put it down in my hand. It really goes in there. And push it down in, nice and tight. Get it way down in there. Maddie, that's empty, right? Look at my hands, okay? Because they're empty too. Goes quick. Way down in the bottom here, Maddie. You know what? You gotta watch this stuff
Why is it down
a
there?
little closer than that, okay? Yeah, Maddie's in shock. Let's give Maddie a big round of applause. Hey, let's do another close-up trick. How about we get somebody else up here? Yeah, let's get a guy. Hi, come on up. All right. Right up here. Yeah, you're ready for whatever happens. Over here, this side. What's your name? Ian, okay? Okay, no brothers or sisters with you, Ian? Oh, you have a
Grapes, baby.
sister.
I gave her
Oh,
grapes
okay.
just like I gave you grapes.
And
Do
does
the
your
same
sister
stuff.
have any brothers? No, of course not. Okay. Who do you take after? Your mom and dad? Never mind. Okay. Hey, you like corn trip? Me too, but I don't know any, so let's do a road trip. Now, we have time to do a car trip. Everybody can see. Now, Ian, of course, you can tie your shoes.
I should have put her in the stroller the other day when we were at the thing and she was running around in circles around me.
Working on it. And
So she'd
Ian,
scream.
that's, of course, the knot that you make, right? Now, if you ever do this, I guarantee it, if you pull the ends through the loops, pull on the ends as hard as you can, make a knot that's hard to get out. Tighter I pull on that, harder that knot is to take off the rope. Now, Ian, I'm going to show you how to take that knot off the rope. The easiest method I know how to take the knot off the rope, Ian. I just do this. I shake it that way, then I shake it over that way, then I just take it off like that. See? Pretty weird. Smile, Ian. Let's give Ian a big round of applause.
Yay!
Yeah. Hey, yeah, let's do a couple more. We'll throw these in. I usually do some of these. Yeah, come on up here, buddy. Hi, come on. And you too. Yeah, you can come up. Is that your sister? If she wants, she can come up too with you. Hi, you're going to do the hard part, okay? Over here. You guys over on that side.
They made 30 cents the other day
And I'll tell you what.
without him.
Your sister here is not going to really have to do anything mechanical. But, yeah, I'm getting heckled by a bedwetter here. Anyway, have a seat, buddy. Okay, I'll try to get you later in the show. But hi, honey. Hold it.
I'm getting heckled by a bedwetter.
One hand there. Hold it up with a big smile, okay? I'm going to give you a good spin. Is that a smile? Hang on real tight. Look at that. Look at her.
Woo!
She's great. Wow. Now you're going to have to watch these guys and watch me because things are tricky here all of a sudden. And what's your name? Jake. And your name? Joseph. Joseph, come over here. Joseph, you ever see wells that you pump to get water out? Sometimes you do that. You get water out of a well. See what I'm doing, Joseph? Yeah, you grab Jake with both hands, come over here a little closer to him, and slowly go up and down like that. Yeah. And Jake, you just face out that way. And Joseph, you're doing great, okay? Now, Jake, you can stop, Joseph, but when I tell you to pump, you know what to do. Jake, hold that rope for me. I have a cylinder here, and a newspaper, an old funnel, some red liquid. Jake, I'm going to take my red liquid, pour it down in my funnel like that, in my cylinder, get my newspaper out here, put that on top, turn that upside down very carefully, Jake, set it on a nice safe spot up here on your head. Okay, now take that rope back, hold the can as straight as you can, Jake, because if you don't hold it straight, you want me to explain what happens. You can figure that out. Hey, it's a brand new clean rope, open up, clamp
Thank you,
down.
sweetheart.
Good, not the fingers, Jake. Anyway, you're watching close, huh? And let's get my funnel out here. Joseph, you remember how to pump, right?
There you go.
Don't pick your nose, Joseph.
Go. That's why I brought him.
No, you can pick your nose. I do too. Hey, start pumping. Go ahead. Can you pump, Joseph? Up and down. Are you pumping? Are you sure? Oh, there you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, Jake. Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, it looks like we're picking up something in the way. That's the one we started with, I think, right? Keep pumping, Joseph. You're doing great. You know what, Jake? I don't think you're going to have to go to the bathroom all night. Maybe even for a couple of days. Keep pumping, Joseph. Pretty weird. Hold it up. Slow down, Joseph. Let me make sure we're empty.
It was
here.
sunny all day,
Let's
baby.
give these three girls and guys a big round of applause. Yeah, Jake and Joseph. Go ahead, guys. You can have a seat. There you go. Well, hey, so far tonight, I've done what they call very technical juggling. Some comedy magic, stage magic. How many people like to see jugglers do dangerous stuff? Juggling's an art form like dance or ballet. You wouldn't go to a ballet and yell at the dancers while your tights on fire, would you? You might. Hey, we can't do fire force not in here in the park. But I'm going to do something totally original for your amusement. 3 set rat traps. Now, they are real, but they're not set yet.
Well, this is where we're at, baby.
Regis Philbin for your older folks. He's still working out there. They're going to snap
What
a
are you
little.
doing?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't catch that in. These are real. Boys and girls, don't go home and try this, okay? Get one of your friends to try it first, right? Remember that. Anyway, trying to learn something. Hey, there's one. Here's two. And here I have three sets. Rat traps.
Hold out your hand, baby.
Real,
Hold out your palm.
and they are dangerous.
Say it goes better
And
that
the key
way.
to juggling, especially with dangerous objects like set rat traps.
Now, I know you want to walk
You
on the
really
grass,
have to
but you were
concentrate
walking on the grate.
on each and
Scaring
every
me.
rat trap. At all, distracting me here. Anyway, hey, I think I'm ready. 3 rat traps. Woo. I don't do a lot with rat traps. Whoa, how about a rat trap under the leg? Forget it. One for the mothers here tonight.
Woo!
One for the mothers. One for the fathers. One for the kids. One for the teachers. One for everybody. They're real. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 10 fingers. Rat traps.
Woo!
Hey, thanks, Chris. Yeah. Hey, from something as stupid as rat traps to a little bit of a routine that I'm known for among jugglers. It's called a box or a cigar box routine. And I do a lot of schools, and sometimes when we get to these, I talk about how important it is
Make
to
sure you're
find
well
out
fed.
what you're good at, right? And work hard at things. It always pays to work hard. There's a routine I try and work harder than anything you're going to see me do tonight. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do a little bit with it. It's called cigar boxes. And it really is the most physical thing I do. May not
Wow.
look it is. Boxes.
Let's hammer him in his front side. That's cool.
Here's my favorite move right here. In music, there's an ending that goes da 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 da. You know that ending, right? I need everybody to do the da da part at the end. Let's practice it. Da 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 da. Well, we can do a little better than that.
Dance
I'm
nice.
almost ready. Let's do it. Da 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 da.
Carolyn.
How about that?
Get him.
Hey, thank you.
You can dance with him.
Yeah.
Over him.
I appreciate that. That is a routine I've been doing pretty much all my life, and I change it around a little bit, but it is physical. So I'm going to take a little breather with what color beads?
Careful, that's a hit.
White. And what color beads?
Pink.
Red or pink. If I mix the two together and get them well mixed, it would take a while to separate them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to pour them out, put the white ones in here, the pink ones in here. I like quick stuff sometimes, like this. I just put it back there. I just shake it one time. And look at that. Figure that out. Anyway, that's a quick one for me. And, you know, yeah. Hey, let's get one more helper up here. One I was going to do before the, yeah, come on up, hi. And that's your brother there, right? Yeah, hi. Over here. What's your name?
You
Rashawn?
can sit right there, that's fine. Tell your sister to
Rashawn,
go
like a
sit there.
G, spell it.
H. Go get her hand.
I think I might move her over a little bit too.
Hey, Rashawn.
Maybe she's too far
How
away
old
to
are you?
It sounded.
And, you know, you've seen these white styrofoam cups before, right? So this is the magic of putting them. Now let's go a step out here. One's facing the audience, one's half filled with water, one's empty.
I'm not taking her. I have a stroller though.
There.
Sit still.
Water, right, half filled, and any water in there. No, you can't see that. So I'm going to take the water, pour it into my empty cup. So you
Watch
see
the
I have a
TV
little
show.
more than half a cup
Or the
of
magic
water.
show.
That means, of course, what's in that cup? Nothing, right? So I'll throw that away. Pick that up in a minute. That means what has to be in this cup? Water, right. Well, there's water almost everywhere, right? In our bodies, in plants and animals. Did you know there's water underground? Sure, you're smart. And did you know there's water in the air? Not too sure now. No, he doesn't know that. Anyway, hey, we live on this water planet. A lot of water in the air, right, brother? Yeah, where are your friends now, huh? Or something? Hey, you know what? There's a lot of water in the air, but there's no water in my cup. See, I have no idea how that's done. Let's give this guy a big round of applause. He's a good guy. Yeah. Hey, you know, I did that devil stick. I said I didn't recommend it. I'm going to do a piece of equipment called Diablo. And it is a piece I do recommend. It's a hand stick with spools. It's not too hard to get started. You kind of roll it to get it spinning, but it doesn't stay still. It tilts all kinds of different directions. But like anything else, if you work at it long enough, you can become creative with it or artistic. And I'm going to do just a little bit with this. It's called Diablo. And kids, adults, parents, you won't find them in stores. You gotta go on the internet, search juggling equipment.
See them? They're sitting down watching the show.
And you'll find them. Let's try to be artistic with it tonight.
So you want to sit here right next to you?
Diablo.
He's kind of strong out, yet he makes you ho-ho. He's my best pal, my buddy, my yo-yo. From my hand to my toe, my yo-yo. From my hand to my toe, my yo-yo. Watch him fly all around the world.
Thanks.
We're gonna rock the cradle then.
Here comes my favorite move, coming right up.
Do the creeper elevator, that's not all.
Wow.
Shoot the moon, walk the dog down.
I'm gonna throw that up one more quick time, just to do the ending. That's what happens I won't make excuses, but humidity. Should I finish with the hard or the easy ending?
Hard.
Ending? The easy ending is if I miss the hard ending.
Woo!
That's not the ending. Let's try the hard ending. Woo! How about that? Diablo.
Woo! They must have started a half an hour early.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight.
Yeah.
My name's Al Grad. I'll put some brochures up here if anyone wants one. Here, a plunger. Along with the plunger, instead of a club, let's throw in a set rat trap. How about a plunger and a rat trap? And I'm also going to juggle, not that, just going to get out of here quick, an apple. Hey, thanks for coming out. I'm going to finish up with this, the plunger, the apple, the rat trap juggle. You know, I didn't get a chance to eat tonight, for real. So right now, while I'm juggling, I'm going to attempt to eat the apple and not the plunger again. I need a lot of help, but besides that, on the count of 3, everybody else eat it real loud. 1, 2, 3.
Eat it!
What do you think, I'm crazy? I'll try. Here I go. Almost.
I think my time is lost.
No, it's about to rain. Put your shoes back on.
Here I go.
Sit down. Let's get our shoes on. Put them on. So you have to go walk to the car. Put them on.
Thank you. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. We're starting to get a little rain. That's the show. Thanks for coming out in the questionable weather. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Okay, Erilyn.
I don't know, baby. Alright, well, if it wasn't raining out, I wouldn't even be going home right now. I just talked to James a little while ago. He was angry. I talked to him a couple minutes ago. He was angry. He doesn't understand why Karina's leg can't get wet when the doctor told me not to get her leg wet for 24 hours. So I told him that when I get home, he could meet me outside with an umbrella. He's angry about that. Because, like, don't you dare ask me for another kid ever again. I am not having another kid with you, you know? He is so... He's playing 7 Days to Die talking about a rattlesnake. that's in 7 days to die now. But I asked him to bring out an umbrella when I get home because Karina can't really get wet. It'd be easier if I could take care of it myself. I could open up the umbrella myself. I could do it myself. I have an umbrella in the car because I always have an umbrella in the car. I am well prepared for this event. I am not going to let her leg get wet because that's what the doctor said. And James was like, I don't understand why her leg can't wet from the rain. Don't you understand the rain's purified? I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care that he's like, you're not letting me speak. You're not being diplomatic. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm going to walk into a headstrong man with a fight every single time. He's just mad because he didn't want me to go get this checked out. And he didn't want me to whatever. Now he's worried about the hospital bill. It's like, why do you care about the bill? It's just a little bit of money. We could pay it. Like, and even if it's not just a little bit of money, it's her health. We have to get it checked out. Like, it's just point blank. It's her health. There's nothing else you could do about it. You know? So, I'm going to continue taking her to doctors, and I'm going to take her to an allergist, even though he doesn't believe in allergies. I am taking her to an allergist, and she is going to go. You know, I don't care that he doesn't believe in allergies. My child has allergies. She's allergic to mustard. You know? Flour. Eggs. Tomato sauce. Like, she breaks out from everything. It's just hives. It's just on her skin. But I just want to double check it, you know? And I can, and I will, you know? I don't really care what he thinks. It has to be checked. Yeah, the rain's hitting off the car. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. It sounds nice, right? Yeah, it's that. And then his phone's cutting out. He's getting mad that the phones are cutting out both ways because it's raining. So we can't really hear each other. He's like, you keep interrupting me. I'm like, you keep breaking up. So I doubt I'm just interrupting you. I think it's raining. So yeah, I don't know. He's like, you're not saying you're diplomatic, but I don't care. You're not being very nice, you know? Like, he's just mad because he doesn't have the car. And yesterday he was just mad because Corey wasn't nice to him about the stupid game they were playing. He didn't want to play that game with Corey. He wanted to play his own game. And Corey wanted to play a special game. And Corey got him headphones. So James has to play whatever game that Corey's playing. So, and he's mad that he doesn't get the game, like, gets to play the game that he wants to play. So he's taking all of his frustrations out of me. But now he's playing 7 Days to Die, and, you know, I told him I could go down, grab him, and bring him down to the magic show, like, / juggler show, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have missed it, because he started early. So, yeah. Like 5 times I had to go because it's raining. He didn't listen to me. He never lets me like get off the phone with him. Like that's the thing. Like when I'm like at the house, like sometimes he like doesn't want to let me leave. It's like you're just fighting with me. Try and make that late. I'm just going to the next one. It was yellow when I got here. I'm like, I am not going. Not with the rain. If it wasn't raining, I would have went, but not with the rain. It's raining so much. All mad that he couldn't go out, but I mean, like, look at it. Why would he want to go out in this anyway? Like, he's going to go out fishing tonight with his friends, or do whatever it is that he does with his friends. I don't know what he actually does, but he's telling me he goes fishing, but he doesn't bring home any fish. I know he goes fishing sometimes, but I don't know about the rest. I remember one time it was raining like this. We were down, I think, Georgia, and my father lost his wiper blades. Like, they stopped working, right? And it's in a downpour, and he kept driving. And he told me, look, see the bottom of the road? See the lines? He's like, I can see that. And he's like, you can see that too, right? He's like, you can see out your side. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you just need to be able to know exactly where everything is. Like, it doesn't change whether you can see it or not. If you close your eyes, you can still walk in a straight line if you needed to, you know? So, like, you know, you can still see enough to be able to drive. I want Karina to realize that when she gets over there, you know? So you can still put your eyes in the line, you know? Even though it's pouring out, like it's really pouring. So, yeah, I can't believe that he was just like was so mad. And like, don't you realize it's gonna rain later? I guess he didn't care. He you can't go fishing in this. I don't care if you wear your slippers or not. You can't go fishing in this. So, just gonna take a nice, easy, slow drive home. Oh, look at all that water. Honestly, I am so glad that James is not with us right now, because if he was driving, he'd be saying, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Oh my gosh, so you see, we're all gonna die. We were driving to the dentist the one time, and you know, it was back when I was pregnant with Karina, and it was raining, it was snowing out is what it was, and he was like so petrified that we were gonna die. And I was just like we have completely different life experiences, okay? We have different life experiences, and, you know, my father died from AIDS, okay? I've been through, like, a lot in my life. I watched my father die from AIDS. I helped him with his pills and stuff, and, you know, we traveled a lot as kids, so we're very used to being out and, like, hustle, hustle, let's go, come on, get in the car, you know, put your shoes on in the car, that type of thing. And James was very used to, like, oh, it takes me an hour to get ready, I need to drink my coffee, I can't go anywhere until then, you know. So we have very different realities from when we were children, and it carries through into adulthood. It really does. Like, it really does carry through, because I'm so used to certain things being a certain way, and then, like, when he's, like, spazzing out over the fact that he spilled some coffee, or it's raining or snowing a little bit, it's like, I just try to reassure him, we're not gonna die, it's gonna be okay, you know. And then he gets mad though, because he's like, you don't understand the severity of this situation that we are in. I'm like, if there's actually that much severity, we could pull over, cancel the appointment, and wait for it to stop snowing, or go back home. Like, you know, it's not that severe of a situation. So, like, you know, it's just hard for me sometimes to deal with his anxiety, because it's just like, it's gonna pass. Like, time is gonna pass. Even if you get stuck somewhere for a little bit, it's gonna eventually pass through. It's gonna be okay. So, you know, you just have to watch the road and make sure you're on your side. Like, the brakes weren't even, you know, bad in the car that time. You know, like, wow, we have brakes and this and that, and you know, it was the wipers though. The wipers were going, and so I was spraying stuff on the windshield so that, you know, it'd be okay. And he was still, like, really upset. And, you know, so yeah, the wipers weren't great. But, I mean, we made it. We made it too. We made it from. We each got our teeth cleaned, which is great. We had to go back for, like, more appointments for more teeth cleaning stuff. And, you know, James had gotten his teeth cleaned for the first time in, like, 20 years, he said. He was like, I didn't clean my teeth in 20 years. And the doctor was like, yeah, you could really tell the plaque is really, really close up. I was in, I think my first or second trimester with Karina, because, you know, you could go into early labor if your teeth aren't clean. So I'm like, I need to get my teeth cleaned. This is just something that has to be done. You know, I haven't visited a dentist in a, like, long time. So it's like, okay. You know. But yeah, James is just hard to deal with sometimes, like, for me. Because, like, everything is, like, a, like, tragic instance. Like, James gets stuck in a little bit of traffic and he yells about, like, people don't know how to drive. Someone doesn't take his opinion the right way, he yells about it. About people not listening to him and about his facts. That's a fact. Okay, go look it up. We'll look it up together. And, like, he's like, oh, this might say this, but this is wrong because I know I'm right. It's like, you ever want to know something? Just read a book. You know, listen to other people's experiences, go out into the world and find things out. Like the whole ankle shattering thing the other day, I learned that from the firefighter guy. It's like, oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. And he's like, yeah, if you go down the wrong way, you shatter your ankles, then it's like, oh. So, you know, what do? You teach it to someone else so that you remember it. Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna go home and we're gonna try and have a good night. I'm really, like, he's just such in a pissy mood. I don't know how to get him out of it, you know? And I realized that maybe I just need to, because he's like, oh, you always make up excuses for me, like, oh, it's not that or whatever. It's the first thing I said it was. And I'm like, okay. So I just have to go with, like, the first thing he says and be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's that. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. I hate that I always have to, like, apologize to him. Oh, I'm sorry that you're feeling that. He doesn't apologize to me. I don't. He's like, I know you're bleeding too. I'm like, I don't remember the last time you apologized to me. Like, you treat me pretty poorly sometimes, and I don't know when's the last time you were like, look, you know, like yesterday you came back in the house and it was like, oh, well, we have to figure out a way to tell each other, you know, not to be so mean towards that. I'm like, I told you not to use that tone of voice with me. That's what got you so upset. You know, because I was sick of the tone of voice that you were using with me over and over again. And he's like, oh, I didn't even hear you. And I'm like, so you got upset over something that you couldn't even hear. Like, you couldn't hear me and you got upset. And you yelled at me for like 2 hours. And then you couldn't stop. You know? All I want is to have a good, peaceful life. And my daughter to have a good, peaceful, normal childhood. You know? Go places, do things, lots of fun, go on tons of adventures. I mean, I don't get why he's home playing video games instead of making himself something to eat. But he has enough energy to play video games. I hate those video games. I hate them. There's chat rooms with them. There's, you know, all kinds of stuff with them. He used to be on the chat rooms like a lot. And I think that he died down the chat rooms. I don't know. But I know that he was talking to this one girl who was like 15 at the time. And I was like, he's 15, you know, like, oh, he's like, oh, it's all innocent, blah, 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 blah. And it really wasn't. But, whatever. I don't know. It's no big deal, I guess. But it's just like, I'm just really glad that he's not here on this trip. Because it would be complete and total mayhem with him on the trip with me. So I really hope that my daughter deals with situations very well. Like, I try to like show her right now, like she picked up some of James's like anxiety, like when she spills something. I'm like, you spilled something, you're feeding it to the birds. You know, who cares? You know? Like, the birds are gonna love that you spilled that there for them. You know? And she's like, oh yeah, it's good. But it's to the birds. Like, after, like, she's like, I dropped it on the ground. I dropped it. No, honey, who cares that you dropped it on the ground? And I'm like, see, look, Mama drops it on the ground too. And I showed her that I dropped it on the ground too by dropping something on the ground and then putting it into her little container. You know? I'm like, see, I do it too. It's no big deal. See, Mama's feeding the birds. You fed the birds. And then she was all happy that the birds were gonna get to eat her cereal later. And I'm like, yeah, see? So it's all biodegradable. It's not a big deal. So yeah, what a beautiful night. I love the rain. I am a cloudy sky, rainy girl type of weather. I love cloudy days. I love sunny days too, don't get me wrong, but my cloudy days, they're nice. It's actually sunnier on a cloudy day than it is on a sunny day sometimes because of it reflects against the clouds and comes down. So you still need an umbrella, don't get me wrong. I like the clouds. So we are gonna go home and try and have a good night. That's what I'm hoping. That's Javier, one last cuddle of the night. Whoa, glad the car didn't stall out. That would have been like, then you just pull over and wait for it. You know, it's no big deal, but it could happen. It could. I wonder if the doors are still open. I'm gonna try and go down and get the mail. Doors might be locked. I hate not being able to get the mail like any time of the day and night, though. I hate that. But it's whatever. It's one of the things about living here. Look at you. Did you close the screen door? It doesn't look like you closed it.
What?
Did you close the screen door?
Yeah, I closed it.
Look at you. Licking your lips. Are you hungry? He's like, yeah, Mama, I'm starving. Oh, look, that lady's pregnant. She's a werewolf? She's still pregnant.
Where's the vampire? That's supposed to be possible.
Look at him. He's like, I will be a part of this. I will be a part of this. I missed you too, baby. You could listen to this, but not to me. I love you, my baby. You know that? Look at him. He's trying to be as close as possible. He missed us. Honey, I got the best cat ever. You're holding on to his tail, huh? Mm-hmm. He's the best. Same pants and same shirt every day, huh, Squish? Same pants and same shirt.
Oh shit.
You really got the life, kitten. My daughter's like, where's the backpack? Like, she's saying, where's the backpack? She was saying, where the backpack? Look at it on her back, and then it's on my back. So tiny on mine, so big on yours. Little backpack. Little baby. Oh, look at you put the thing on the cylinder. Hold stuff in it, huh? What do you want to do?
That's my baby.
Baby on the wall.
She just bumped into her head and she just axed her.
Oh, very cool. She's so little. Why is it cold? I just asked, but why is it cold? Hi, my name is Christopher. One day last summer, I asked you why it was so hot. Today I want to know why it is so cold. It is cold, says the blue jay. Hot and cold are kinds of weather. Cold weather is caused by several things. I'm warm now, says Mr. Squirrel by the fire. Look at the earth. The X shows where we are. And this time of year, our part of the earth is tilted away from the sun. It doesn't have much time to heat the land and water around us. Without the heat from the sun, we feel cold. I see the X, says Christopher. Me too, says the sheep. Look at the X. It's right above Canada. See? Canada, United States, Mexico, Greenland, and Iceland up here. I can show you more about cold weather with my weather map. We can find out where our cold weather begins. Look at the X. Look at the X. It's all the way up north. These arrows show the cold air moving across the land. Moving air is called wind. Look at the wind. It's coming in from Canada, huh? Down to the United States. That's lots of wind, says the sheep. Cold air and strong wind makes us feel cold. This gadget tells us how hard the wind is blowing. The harder the wind blows, the colder it feels. Look at the barometer. Oh, interesting, says the sheep. The weather vane tells us the direction of the wind, where it's coming from. Today it's blowing in from the north. Hold on to your hat, says Mr. Rabbit. Mr. Fox says the cold north wind moves across the land. It pushes the warm air out of the way. Is that snow? Asked Mr. Sheep. Sometimes the cold air causes clouds to form in the sky. Water in the clouds gets colder and colder. It often turns to ice. When ice gets heavy, it falls to the earth as snow, says Mr. Fox. Many clouds in the sky keep the sun from shining on us. Without the sun, the temperature drops lower and lower, says Mr. Fox. Are you cold? asks Mr. Sheep. No, says Mrs. Sheep. Her wool's protecting them, keeping them nice and warm. The temperature tells us how cold it is. Look at the thermometer. It shows that the temperature is only 10 degrees. That's cold. It certainly is. Let's look at the weather map again. The cold air from the north moved across the land. Look at all that cold air moving in. When the cold air reaches us, the strong wind makes it very cold. It's coming from the north, says Mr. Rabbit. You're so tired, my baby. My wool keeps me warm, says Mr. Sheep. The clouds form and the snow comes down, says Mr. Fox. The temperature drops lower and lower. It is getting colder now. And now I know why I'm so cold. Brr, says Christopher. Brr, says Mr. Fox. Thank you, Mr. Fox, for explaining that to us. Why do leaves change color? I just asked, Book. I can't hear you.
I said that's not real life. In real life, someone would yell at him and curse him off for trying to explain that to them.
Why do leaves change color? I just asked, Book. Hi, my name is Christopher. Look at the leaves. Something has happened. The leaves aren't green anymore. They are changing color. I noticed that too, says Mr. Worm. The leaves were green. Now they are red, yellow, orange, and brown, says Christopher. Says Mrs. Worm. See? So I see, says Mrs. Rabbit with her baby rabbit. I wonder why do leaves change color? Well, I don't know, but I bet someone does. Our friend the squirrel lives in a tree. He must know something about leaves. Let's ask him, says Mrs. Chipmunk. Hi, Squirrel. Can you tell us why leaves change color? It's rather complicated, but I think I can show you. Try to think back to springtime. That's when the little buds appear in the branches of the trees. Each little bud is the beginning of a new leaf. Look at those little buds. The sun warms the buds and the new leaf begins to grow. As the leaf grows, it starts to make its own food. Very interesting, says Christopher. And very interesting, says Mrs. Cat. Each leaf is like a tiny food factory. The leaf uses sunlight, things in the air, water, and green matter called chlorophyll. Say chlorophyll with me. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Carbon dioxide and water produce oxygen for everyone to breathe and with the sunlight. So there's sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and chlorophyll to produce oxygen. As the leaf makes food, the chlorophyll keeps the leaf green and healthy. The leaf also has other colors in it, but only the green chlorophyll the green chlorophyll covers them up. Let me show you. I never knew that. The color is yellow. Then I'll color over it with green. See? The green covers up the yellow. Fascinating, says Mrs. Rabbit. This also happens with orange and with red. Look at that. The orange and the red leaf get covered with a green crayon. And even with light brown in the leaf, the green chlorophyll covers up other colors, so we see only green leaves. When the fall season begins, the leaf starts to die. There is less sunlight because the days are shorter. The leaf no longer makes food. The green chlorophyll breaks up and disappears. I notice that it gets dark sooner, says Mrs. Rabbit. As the chlorophyll disappears, the other colors show through. The leaf begins to change color. Now the leaf is yellow or orange or red or brown or a mix of these colors. I get it, says the blue jay. Look at the leaves falling all around us. See the yellow ones, the orange ones, and all of the colors. Now, do you think you know why leaves change colors? Yes, Christopher exclaims. When the leaf begins to die, the leaf no longer makes food. The chlorophyll breaks down and the green color begins to disappear. All the hidden colors, the reds, yellows, oranges, and browns can be seen. Very good, they all cheer. Now I know why leaves change color. We do too, says the blue jay. Me too, says the worm. So do I, says the chipmunk. Are you asleep? I think that you are.
Is that you throwing things, or is there something under our house?
I didn't throw anything, I put a book down. It went thump thump because it fell off the inside of the bed. So no, I didn't throw anything.
There's some shitty thing living under our shitty house.
It's the book, I said. I said it was the book, but I didn't throw it. I said it went thump thump as it fell to the ground.
Oh, whatever, I'm just gonna assume it's something shitty.
Okay. Didn't get a chance to ask you what your favorite card today was.
I don't care.
Why didn't you just make a list of what you want from me? I'll try and do it.
Oh, no. We're past that point for me, I'm sorry. I'm tired, and I just don't care anymore. This relationship is just too much trouble. I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm tired. I'm done with it. It's been done forever for me. Whatever what you want from me. Well, the list, it consists of one item. Well, consisted of one item. It's too late now. And you know the one item, so I don't need.
nice too.
Fine. Well, then I
You
guess.
want me to spend
I
time
guess
with
it's
you? I
just
try to
not-
spend time with you.
I guess it's just.
I don't want to
not-
give up all my time to cater to you when you are a grown man and you
You
can
want me
do
to give up all
things.
my time to cater to you, though?
You don't have to come to activities with us. Make a list of your own activities that you want to do and invite us to them because we'll go with you.
Right.
Make sure that they're free and that they're family oriented.
I don't know if they're going to be free every time. That's asinine. I actually want to have fun. I don't want to just go to free shit because that's all there is to do because it's free tonight. I'm not going to go do something lame just because it's free. It's stupid. I don't have the free time you have. My time is worth something. Wasting my time doing something that's not fun is not worthwhile. I go do that often enough just to see her smile. I'm not doing it fucking all the time just for shits and giggles.
You can still find family fun oriented events that you want to invite us to.
No, not really. And it's fine. Maybe I should have done that at some point. Out of the hundreds of things I tried, maybe that was the one thing I should have tried and didn't. Maybe I could have saved us all along if I just tried this one more thing. I'm done though. I don't care. I've tried too many things for me to try this one more thing and think it's actually going to work and have any expectation of doing anything but wasting my time. I don't have that much time left. As it is, I've realized quite recently I'm going to have to restart everything. New relationship, new house, new everything. Probably even have to get a new job, everything. It's just new everything. I don't feel like wasting more time before I have to do all that.
Or you could just water the grass that you have and come with us and do things with us and be a part of it. Water the grass that you have.
Why would I water the grass that I have if the grass that I have is on fire?
It's not on fire.
Why water it? It's dead at that point. I don't see a point here. I'm sorry. I mean, somebody delivered flaming grass to my lawn. I'm not going out there and trying to tend it. I spent too long trying to bargain for non-flaming grass to show up at my house. For me to go out there and bother to try to water it when it's on fire. When I specifically requested non-flaming grass. Like, I don't...
I have to go to bed.
I know.
Tomorrow's a long day.
That's fine. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. For one of us, at least. You're going to go play or whatever it is you do every day. No. You're stuck home. You might actually get some work done tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll have my car back. You won't have to do any work Wednesday.
Do work every day.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm the lazy one, I forgot. All that time that I see you not getting work done, you're just reverse working. Or something, right?
Just go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed.